Disability, art, life, and culture. So for the past 6 months, I've been really diving deep into really helping define or researching what exactly is disability, art, life, and culture. I know it exists, but it just haven't been properly documented. And in my research, as I'm continue to develop the I Am event series, disability, art, life, and culture, I'm realizing that this is something that's going to continue to evolve and to develop, and it's it's just going to explode. But one thing that I'm learning, that within the disability community, there is each disability specifically have its own specifically culture, its lingo, its style, its art. Because if we talking about the ASL, especially with black people who are deaf, there is just when we speak, they like to call it ebonics, but and put a negative connotation on it. But ebonics is culture to the black community. It's our own swag that we put on to something that already exists. And I think that's the very thing the very thing that defines what the black experience, especially living here in America, because our ancestors was stripped of everything, and we had to reinvent everything and put our own twist and swag on it. And that's exactly what black people who are deaf or hard of hearing did with the ASL sign language thing. And that's that. And within, I'm not deaf, so I don't know the ins and outs of the culture and the art form of sign language when it comes to the black culture of that sector. But I also know it different when you talking to different people that have disabilities, and especially using certain words, and what's triggering for one person might not be triggering for another person. When the word crip, they call people, they used to call people who have disability in the past handicap or a cripple, and it had a bad connotation to it. But black people that have disability have taken that word and turned it into something beautiful and powerful. And again, there are some people with disability that don't like the word crip, and there are some people who do, or instead of using the word crip with a C, they use it with a K, what Leroy Moore and Keith Jones do with Crip Hop Nation. And there's so many other terms that I don't even know, because there's so many different types of disabilities. I like to place them into 3 main categories, physical disability, neurodivergent, and chronic illness. And within those 3 main categories, there are a lot of different subcategories. So when like just thinking about like disability, art, life, and culture, it's so vast and it's so much, and it different all dependent on the person. But I just want to focus on like what is disability, art, life, and culture, especially for like Black people that have disabilities. And I don't know if like if in my research, if like I would touch on everything on what, and do research on like every little detail within each subgroup within the disability community. But I just know it's just the way that we exist, the way that we find a way out of no way. Just like with just being, because like there's people and within the disability community that are amputees, that don't have like arms or legs, or people as like that have cerebral palsy or have muscle spasms, have to learn how to use their body differently from the average person, and just being like neurodivergent, and how like we just have to take in information differently, and we process things differently, and with that, with the diversity of like our thinking, we bring something like magical to society, because I think some like the greatest artists are neurodivergent, just like Octavia Butler. She had dyslexia. Will.I.am, he have ADHD. He brings something different to the music. Just put in Kanye West. He had bipolar disorder, and he is just like a creative genius, and I think he's dope. And there's so many other people that fall under the neurodivergent category that are within games or the art or fashion, and that's just putting their own spin and twist on it, and that's just bringing dopeness to this bland society that want us to stay in a box, and that put restriction on what's beauty or what's normal. Because I know for me, like I'm tired of I'm excited for something new, something fresh and innovative, and I feel like all of this is coming from the disability community, especially from Black people that have disabilities. So yeah.